Hey guys, what's up? It's Jess. So, I am going to be talking today about tips for returning to work after maternity leave to help make sure that you are successful and to make sure that baby is successful and to help you guys have a good first day back to work, second day back to work, like keep it going. Let's talk about the elephant in the room real quick. I am filming in my car on my commute because I don't have time to film. So obviously I'm back to work, so that cuts into having available time to be able to edit and record. So I have time now. I have almost an hour drive to work, so why not chat with you? Why not rant with you? Okay, if you watched my first video of tips for going back to work, my hat's off to you. I was boring AF in that video. Man alive. I was horrible. I'm so sorry. I am sorry. I cannot say sorry enough. So anyway, we're gonna do this again. And I already went back to work. I went back to work yesterday and I had a really successful first day back to work. My baby had a successful first day. So I want to give you real-time suggestions on things that worked for us and something that I learned in the process. Trinity did so good. I did really good. I only shed a few tears when I dropped her off and once when I was pumping. Now, here is why I think we were so successful. 5 weeks leading up to my return to work date, we were getting baby and myself acclimated to being away from each other. So what we did was 1 day a week for 4 hours, I would drop Trinity and her brother off at the babysitter's house so that we could get acclimated. Baby had time to get used to the babysitter, get used to the new environment, and get used to somebody else giving her a bottle. I had time to be away from baby and feel what that was like. So I think that is one thing that made us very successful yesterday was she was already ready. When I got home to her, my husband picks the kids up. When I got home to her, she was okay. She was not stressed out. I was fully anticipating her wanting to nurse and just be clinging, but she was cool. She was happy to see me, which leads me into you have to find a place where baby is going to be comfortable and you're going to be comfortable with them being there. And I really truly believe that getting baby acclimated to that environment is going to help them be comfortable there, and you guys are both going to know whether or not that environment is going to work. We are going back to a sitter that took care of my son when he was a baby. She babysits out of her home, and I fully trust her with my babies. It is a little more, it is out of the way for us. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it is out of the way for me to drop her off, but I don't care. It is so important for me to feel comfortable where she's at, and it is so important for the children to be comfortable where they are. So I don't care. She will go there for the first 1.5 years probably, because that's just what we're gonna do. We need to be comfortable. That is one tip. Another tip in how yesterday was so successful is I did something that moms aren't supposed to do. I asked for help. I asked my neighbors to help me. I didn't do this with my other two, and I should have, and I'm really glad that I thought of it for this time, and I'm glad that I executed on it. I asked my neighbors to help me with dinner for returning to work. Now, a lot of moms, when they bring home their baby, they will ask for a meal train so that they don't have to worry about dinner those first few weeks, and that's great. Absolutely. We didn't, because I already knew what to do. My husband knew what to do. We already had a really good nighttime routine. So we were good there. Plus, you know, I wasn't working, so it was pretty easy to be able to take out chicken, let it thaw, and then throw it on the grill. Being able to come home from work, I just got done working a 9-hour day. The fact that I didn't have to even think about dinner all my work day, I didn't have to think about dinner, was such a relief to me. When I got home, all I had to do was serve up the meal that had been brought to us, and that was amazing. All I had to do was, and I didn't even have to do it, my husband did it. All I had to do was eat the food and take care of my baby. It was amazing. Mamas, ask for help. It's okay. And you know, Rachel Hollis tells us, you can't do it alone. We shouldn't do it alone. Ask for help. There's also a book. I cannot for the life of me remember her name, but she is a musician, and I listened to her book, and it's called The Art of Asking. Ask for help. It's okay. If you think about it, we want to be servants. We want to help people. So why shouldn't we ask for help? Because there's people out there who want to help. So the next tip I have for you is when you get baby dressed to go to wherever they're going, when you get them dressed and you take the pajamas off of them, put them in a big Ziploc bag and put that bag in your pumping bag, so that when you go to pump, you can see their pajamas, hold their pajamas, smell them. And it's going to help you relax. It's going to help with your letdown. You need to do the same thing for your baby. I sleep with one of my baby's swaddling blankets so that when the babysitter wraps her up in the blanket, it smells like mom. And I think that is one of the reasons why she was comfortable through the day. Yes, we did get her acclimated. I also provided a blanket to the babysitter that smelled like mom. That way she had that familiarity. Another way you're gonna be successful, mama, is use the time you have the night before. So I know you're tired. I know you're tired. I was so tired last night. But if you don't use the time you have at night, you're going to be behind in the morning. I experienced this firsthand for myself today. I planned out all last week before I went back to work. I had to-do lists everywhere. I have my morning routine. I have my kids' morning routine. I have a checklist for everything I was supposed to do the night before. I only did half of it last night. So what happened today? I'll put the rant in so you guys can watch my rant. Here's my rant. Okay guys, here's the truth. The reason you want to use your time the night before is so that you are ready for the next day and you're successful the next day. And so you're not eating guacamole on your drive to work because you didn't get breakfast. Your kids got breakfast, but you didn't get breakfast. So why do I hate my future self? That's what I need to figure out. Why do I hate my future self? I have the time at night. I'm awake. I'm dead dog tired, but I have the time. Why am I going to bed at 8:30 instead of taking 30 minutes to pack a lunch? Ugh. I didn't pack my lunch last night. I was dead tired. It's my first day back to work from maternity leave. I was tired. So I went to bed and I thought, I'll do it in the morning. I have time in the morning. Yeah, well, guess what? I packed my lunch. I packed my breakfast so I can eat it when I get to work, but I am driving to work and I am flipping hungry. My kids ate because they have their morning routine. They wake up, they pull the food out. My 7-year-old, she pulls the food out of the fridge. She puts on a plate and she microwaves. They eat. I am running around like a chicken with my head cut off, making sure I have all my pumping parts, making sure I have milk for the baby for the day. I need my lunch, I need my breakfast, but I didn't eat. So now here I am driving to work, eating guacamole, because that is all I could reach out of my lunch bag. So, moral of the story, use the time you have. Do everything you can the night before. If you do it the night before, then in the morning, you'll be successful. That's why you have to use the time you have the night before. I didn't set out my clothes the night before. I didn't set out my kids' clothes the night before. I didn't pack my lunch last night. I didn't do the little things last night. I didn't pack my breakfast last night. Everything that could have been done last night, I did not do. So, mamas, whatever it is in your morning routine that can be done the night before, do it. You had the time. Why are you beating up your future self? I don't know. I don't know why I do it. Anyway, don't hate your future self. Take care of it now. All right, guys, those are my tips. The last tip is going to be to give yourself a lot of grace and communicate that to your coworkers and your boss, that you just need some grace. So I had a coworker reach out to me and say, hey, welcome back. Let me know if you need anything. I told them, and this goes back to asking for help. I told them, hey, just check in on me. Let your boss know where you're at. Let them know what you need. Do you need to step away and call the babysitter? Do you need to step away and FaceTime the babysitter so you can see your baby? Do you need to step away and cry? Do you need to have a little bit of extra time on your break to pump? Don't suffer alone, mama. Don't suffer in silence. Ask for help, communicate, and give yourself grace. You're doing the best you can. You're doing great. You are doing amazing. So just love yourself. All right, guys, those are my tips for going back to work. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that when you go back to work, I hope that you have a great day. I hope that your baby has a great day. Really hope that at the end of the day, you are able to just feel relaxed and baby is able to feel relaxed, and that these tips helped both of you be successful. Bye, mamas. Which cuts it.